These are the focus tonight. Spread importance of education across all communities. Sarawak's economic transformation and culmination of far-sighted leadership. Willingness to collaborate, proof of foreign investors' confidence in Sarawak. Fostering unity through Gawai Dayak. GPS government continues efforts to reduce urban and rural development gap. Sarawak government remains committed to improve quality of life. Good evening. Sarawakians are called to be agents to spread the importance of education as well as the relevant initiatives planned by the Sarawak government to the community. The Governor of Sarawak, Tun Pihin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar said this can even be done when they are in the villages or longhouses during the Gawai Dayak festival. He said with the awareness on the importance of education, the community will not lag between the tide of progress.
Dengan tertubuhnya 5 institusi pengajian tinggi milik Kerajaan Sarawak, ICAT, University College, Sarawak Skill Syntax, University Teknologi Sarawak, UTS dan College Laila Taif. Dan 5 buah sekolah antarabangsa Yayasan Sarawak, International School di Putrajaya, Kuching, Sibu, Bintulu dan Miri yang juga milik Kerajaan Sarawak. Pastinya akan dapat membantu masyarakat kita mengorak langkah demi memastikan anak-anak kita di bangku sekolah menyediakan diri untuk merealisasikan pelbagai inisiatif tersebut menerusi pendidikan. Dengan menguasai ilmu, kita akan menguasai pelbagai teknologi termasuk teknologi hijau, artificial intelligence dan sebagainya yang tersinarai dalam strategi pembangunan pasca COVID-19 2030 Sarawak.
He said this in his message in conjunction with the 2024 Gawai Dayak celebrations on Friday. Tun Pihin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi also urged the community not to use poverty as an excuse to deny their children's educations.
Anggaplah kemiskinan itu sebagai cabaran dan bukan halangan terus ketinggalan serta sentiasa menyalahkan keadaan. Sekarang kita menyaksi pelbagai bantuan dan kemudahan telah disediakan oleh pihak kerajaan untuk memastikan setiap rakyat di negara ini jadi tidak ketinggalan untuk mengejar ilmu pengetahuan sehingga ke peringkat universiti.
Sarawak's economic transformation under Gabungan Parti Sarawak (GPS) does not depend on luck, but it is the result of the hard work of visionary state leaders. Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said that the Sarawak government under his leadership has always worked hard based on careful planning and foresight, especially in line with the post-COVID-19 development strategy PCDS 2030, which is based on 3 pillars, namely economic prosperity, social inclusivity and environmental sustainability. Furthermore, he stressed the rights that the Sarawak government obtained from the federal government is not dependent on luck, as the relationships between two parties is based on certain provisions in the federal constitutions, the Malaysia Agreement 1963 MA63 and the Intergovernment Committee IGC report, which became the basis for the establishment of Malaysia.
Beberapa kuasa yang diberi kepada Sarawak pada kebelakangan ini termasuk penyerahan pelabuhan laut Bintulu dalam dan pengedaran gas kepada Sarawak adalah kuasa-kuasa yang terhakis dan harus dikembalikan kepada Sarawak. Kerajaan GPS akan terus mengadakan perundingan dengan Kerajaan Persekutuan untuk mengembalikan semua hak Sarawak yang telah terhakis.
He said this in his message in conjunction with the 2024 Gawai Dayak celebrations on Friday. On another matter, the Sarawak Premier said the willingness of foreign investors to establish collaborative relationships with Sarawak showed their confidence in the state's commitment and directions towards building an economy based on the use and productions of green energy resources in line with global measures to deal with the climate change. According to him, various efforts are in progress, while new initiatives will continue to be implemented to attract the interest of foreign investors. Among others, he recently visited Seoul in South Korea to meet with investors who understand Sarawak's high potential as a green energy hub in the Asian region.
Dalam pertemuan tersebut, salah sebuah syarikat Korea berkenaan juga telah mengemukakan cadangan untuk membina sebuah fasiliti bersepadu yang berasaskan tenaga hijau. Kos projek tersebut termasuk kos-kos berkaitan dijangka mencecah 460 bilion US dollar sehingga tahun 2050 seperti yang saya nyatakan sebelum ini. Kerajaan Sarawak, pimpinan saya telah menyatakan komitmen untuk memastikan projek tersebut di Bintulu akan menjadi kenyataan sebagai satu lagi program untuk terus memacu transformasi ekonomi Sarawak yang berasaskan tenaga hijau.
In addition, Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari informed that he will hold a meeting with international companies from Arab countries who want to cooperate with Sarawak in the green industry. He added, the countries of the European Union, through their respective ambassadors, have also visited Sarawak and expressed their willingness to collaborate in the same field. Therefore, the Sarawak Premier expressed confidence that if all these and other projects are materialized by 2030, Sarawakians will then have the opportunity to enjoy jobs that provide better wages, thus realizing Sarawak's vision to be a developed and high-income region. Meanwhile, as the leader of Sarawak who looks after the interests of all races, Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari also expressed his hope that the Dayak community would take advantage of the Gawai Dayak celebrations to continue fostering unity among themselves.
Saya menyeru agar masyarakat Dayak merobohkan segala tembok dari segi kekangan pemikiran untuk menjadikan kaum yang progresif dan dinamik di era yang penuh dengan cabaran tetapi syarat dengan peluang ke arah kemajuan.
He further explained that the Sarawak is on the right track towards the goal of becoming a developed and high-income region by 2030 through various initiatives implemented by the GPS government. The GPS government, under the leadership of Sarawak Premier, Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari, has prioritized narrowing the development gap between urban and rural areas in the state. Sarawak Deputy Premier Datuk Ahmad Douglas Ugah Embas said the government's focus includes improving infrastructure, access to healthcare, providing educations and income opportunities, as well as expanding internet and digital services to rural communities. He said under Budget 2023, 60% or 4.54 billion ringgit of development expenditure was allocated for rural development, and these allocations was increased to 63% or 5.695 billion ringgit in Budget 2024. In addition, he informed that under the 12th Malaysia Plan, 44.28 billion ringgit was approved for rural infrastructure including roads and bridges, whereas a sum of 1.64 billion ringgit has also been approved for rural transformations programs. Datuk Ahmad Douglas Ugah said this in his message in conjunction with the 2024 Gawai Dayak celebrations on Friday. The Bukit Saban Assemblyman added that the Premier of Sarawak has also established 9 regional development agencies, with each agency being allocated 1.5 billion ringgit to ensure the effective and coordinated development of their respective areas. Therefore, Datuk Ahmad Douglas Ugah expressed his hope that the Dayak community would show a deep appreciation for the GPS government's rural-biased development policy. Various initiatives and programs are being implemented by the Sarawak government to ensure that the well-being of its people is always maintained. According to Sarawak Deputy Premier Datuk Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, PCTS 2030, which focuses on economic prosperity, social inclusivity and environmental sustainability, is a guide in Sarawak's development towards the status of a developed region with a sustainable environment driven by data and innovations by 2030.
Infrastruktur asas dan pengangkutan perhubungan udara dan laut serta sistem telekomunikasi akan terus dipertingkatkan. Penekanan juga diberi kepada pendidikan dan pembangunan bakat melalui sistem pendidikan dan latihan yang terbaik untuk memacu ekonomi digital demi untuk meningkatkan pendapatan dan kesejahteraan hidup masyarakat kita.
He said this in his message in conjunction with the 2024 Gawai Dayak celebrations on Friday. Datuk Amar Awang Tengah added, the Sarawak government is also actively developing a new economy with a special focus on green economy.
Ini adalah selaras dengan perkembangan dan hala tuju global dalam menangani perubahan iklim dan pemanasan global seperti mana yang digariskan di bawah Sustainable Development Goals dan Environmental, Social and Governance (ESG).
And that's the English edition with me, Sharill Malek. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We end the bulletin tonight with a special montage of Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian's message in conjunction with the 2024 Gawai Dayak celebration. May the Gawai festivity this year continue to foster unity as well as the spirit of Segulai Sejalai among Sarawakians. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.
It's that time of the year that we celebrate Hari Gawai again. Even though it's our Dayak community, but Sarawakian of all races and regions will come together and celebrate Hari Gawai. This is the best of Sarawak tradition and the spirit of solidarity. And it's very important part of Sarawak nation building. As we move forwards, when by 2030, as we move forwards to 2030, Sarawak become prosperous. As we move forwards to 2030, in which Sarawak aspires to be the most prosperous, most inclusive, and environment sustainable, Hari Gawai will be a very important part of this objective. I want to take this opportunity to wish every Sarawakian, no matter where you are, Selamat Hari Gawai, Gayu Guru Gerai Nyamai. Uha!